of, again, being tagged a consultant to INEC. What we do in my center is that we take every information in public domain, analyze it. The chairman, INEC, Professor Maurice Iwu, at the stakeholders consultation on Thursday, and it's in public domain, did recall the fact that, yes, there have been reports and allegations that the voters register had been hacked.
Oversubscribed.
Had been hacked. Okay. And that it was from the internet, this and that. And he reported that in the real sense of it, he himself had to superintend because the facilities for printing was actually in his office. He had to personally superintend that from his office to ensure that the integrity of that is protected. It therefore means that for us, for me, I will want to take his word as a word of honor.
But the voters register had been given to all political parties before then.
Yes.
Since 2007. And you didn't need to update the voters register according to them.
Secondly is a fact that voters register is already an issue that is supposed to be in public domain. And even the issue of where the polling stations are, there were CDs that were given to us in 2007.
Location of polling stations.
Location of polling stations, that the same was given to us for this rerun for Ekiti. These are issues that ideally you don't discuss. But interestingly,
so what I'm saying
for
this particular one that is already on CD-ROM, it cannot be hacked into.
Yes, for this
database can't be hacked into.
For this, it therefore means that if there's any report like this, yes, and that is part of what we should do with the reflective.
Maybe I need to stop you now. I'm told that the caller has been waiting on the line, and because I'm not so sure about the identity of the person, that's why I'm trying to be very cautious. Asari Dokubo is calling from Abuja. I'd like to know whether it's the Asari Dokubo that we all know or is another one.
My name is Alaji Dokubo Asari.
Okay, the same one that we all know, Mujahideen?
Yes.
Yalaji.
Okay, you have the floor, please.
Yes, I heard Senator Rite alleging that I was brought to Ekiti as a thug. And I take exception to it. When people are on television and granting interviews, they should give respect to individuals that they don't know, who might even be more distinguished than themselves. I am a card-carrying member of APC in Ward 4 of Akarisor local government area of Rivers State. I am a financial member. I was also a founding member of ACD. Before then, had been in AD. From AD, I went to National Conscience Party. For him to call me a thug on national television, I think he should apologize. I'm not just a politician. I had contested election on the platform of SDP in 1991 House of Assembly election in Rivers State. I contested chairmanship local government election in Akarisor local government. I was also one of the people present at the foundation of PDP in the Ladi Kwali Hall in 1998.
Okay, sorry, you will respond to him. But let me just ask you, Mujahid, were you in Oye during the rerun?
No, I was not in Oye. I was not anywhere close to Ekiti State. I was there at the campaign as a member of the final round of the campaign at Oye Town, where thousands of people gathered. I was there, and I joined the campaign in all the towns and wards that elections were supposed to be held on that day.
All right.
And I went in the company of many AC members from the South, including the governor of Edo State.
All right. Sorry, not His Excellency. Distinguished will respond to you, please.
Mr. Asari Dokubo, I never met you, but let me quickly say that if I had used, I said they brought Asari Dokubo to Ekiti. And the name was being used throughout that you are the one organizing militants for them. And for me, if I called you a thug, you have stated your antecedents. And I want to say I withdraw the statement that I apologize to you. But the statement that is being carried out in Ekiti is that you are the one importing And that is the same people there using your name. So please warn them to stop using your name.
Thank you. You have actually using it. But you have made apologize. We are the man of this program. I must tell you. Thank you. They will have taken you to court. Where were we?
Yeah, I was.
Your Excellency, please. No, we the two of us are from Ekiti. Yes, I know.
I was trying to conclude on the
issue of hacking.
Of the hacking,
and I was trying to say that all political parties have copies.
Yes, and this and as such, you cannot easily.
So even if you have verify, you cannot hack into the one that is already in my possession.
Yes, you cannot easily verify the allegations and counter allegations on that.
Yeah.
Two is the fact that I do know that painfully, for the Ekiti rerun, we observed and we've noted it, and it's going to be in our final report. The way and manner we used the communication system was very effective, but at the same time, occasionally dysfunctional. The way GSM was deployed is something that we need to review. Some people use the GSM to spread rumor. You'll be in a particular place. It was quite an interesting thing. I was standing in a particular location in Usi Town Hall, and sorry, I don't.
Ushi.
Okay.
Yes, Ushi, yeah.
I was standing there, and I got a call from the control, our own control center.
Command center.
That, oh, where are you? And I said I was still in Usi, and they said no. That they said they have just killed one person there. And I said, my friend, this is where I am, that it is on this particular radio station, which is the station that has now been sanctioned by the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission. The other thing that has been used effectively, but at the same time dysfunctionally, is the internet. And for me, it's very disturbing that we took Ekiti electoral process to that level, that you begin to have materials on YouTube.
Can you say that situation is inevitable? Considering the fact that before Saturday, that election had assumed a national and international dimensions, such that you needed every eye that was ready to see clearly, every ear that was ready to hear clearly, and every hand that was ready to work legitimately in the interest of Nigeria to be there. The
issue is this: if it was for the love of the country and for the love of the citizens of Ekiti State, whose GDP is at its lowest ebb, their roads are still bad.
I need to conclude on one issue before we
need to review that.
Okay, I will allow His Excellency to quickly respond to this because it's the only point
let me tell you, in Ekiti, I tried to talk on Ekiti television, they said no. I tried to talk on NTA, they said no. I tried to talk on all the...
On election day or before election day?
Throughout, before the campaign, during, thereafter. This Adaba, you people are attacking. He is the best voice we are hearing now. You cannot go and gang up against Adaba. He cannot walk. My brother, don't bring in...
Because they allow you to talk.
He cannot walk. Adaba is doing the best because other people are being shut off.
This
television and radio.
This Adaba issue, yes, I think has taken journalism to a level that nobody ever
imagined. You are carrying boxes.
Because we're also a TV station, I don't want us to comment on the operations of another station.
No.
But let's just leave it at the fact that the National Broadcasting Commission has already waded into that. That section. Sir, don't let us comment. Sir, don't let us comment on it.
It's okay.
Because this is industry thing.
Yeah, but say that Adaba is the best television or the best radio station.
To his opinion.
So I'm entitled to mine as well.
Yes.
So I can air since he has aired his own. Because the truth of the matter is that Adaba is doing the service to this nation.
And they should Adaba is doing the best for Nigeria.
To be closed down. Adaba has been announced that have been arrested for the past 4 days.
Because you made yourself, you said to yourself out of the cell, you know everything now. Yes, you brought those.
Excellency, please allow me the opportunity of just running.
This is why I said I really do. I have issues with that.
I have issues with you too.
Because if he says I settled myself out of cell,
how can you carry 36 talks and you are walking on the street like this? Commissioner of Police is supposed to keep you with your talks. You have to put together. What are you talking?
Sorry, let us see. Quickly, I just have 1 minute or so. Let me just spend it and see what I can make of it. Mrs. Ayoka Adebayo signed this letter. She has not disowned this letter. Even in that interview she granted, she only said she's still a member of INEC. That has not said anything about the status of this letter.
No. It's a process. She wrote a letter. No, she wrote a letter and it was rejected. Okay. So she remains.
Okay.
That's the
question of this letter being forged does not arise.
No. She didn't say so. She said that she wrote a letter and the federal government said your resignation is rejected.
As a resident electoral commissioner, does she come under the rules governing the civil service as well?
She's not a civil servant. She's a public servant.
If she resigns and the president says you cannot resign, and she says I want to resign, who
if she insists on resigning, then
somebody has to blame for her.
Unfortunately, in this process, she cannot go. The only thing that can happen is this: once she has received the sensitive materials and deployed it, she has to conclude the process.
Do proper handover.
Okay. Lastly, they should allow her.
Okay.
They should not gag her.
Okay.
They should not dictate for her. They should let her do the will and the wishes of Ekiti people.
Of her conscience.
Let her use her conscience. This one is an indictment on INEC. But still, we should take this letter seriously.
Distinguished. Would you say Oye is conducive enough to hold election within the next 1 week or the next 2 weeks if INEC so wishes?
And once the proper
because as it is now, there are 2 wards.
Yes.
When the election is going to hold in those 2 wards, it has to be everybody's affair, whether we like it or not.
Sure.
There has to be election monitors, election observers, whatever name you call them. There has to be enough security and all of that.
As a matter of fact, once the government knows what is at stake, the people have been scared stiff. Now that the militants that came, they will be flushed out, any way you look at it. And once they are flushed out and the foreigners coming in, people like Ayo Fayoshe, who has no business in Oyo, people like Fayemi, people like Niya Adebayo, they came in an entourage with 10 buses.
They came in because they knew that the election was not holding.
Not me.
No.
Okay.
The first day, the people sitting in Oye were the likes of Falusi. They are the chairman of their party, who is from Ekitusawe. I don't know why we make laws if we cannot observe it. We must ensure that nobody who is not from Oye Ekiti enters Oye that day.
We are wasting your time.
And we will now do one man,
has been
one
driving
vote.
Everybody out of the town now because he says it's an Oye affair. We all know what you are doing now at the moment. All the local government workers have been called to the palace and they told them you are either vote for Oni or you leave our town. Your cabinet has been doing this all around. You know what I'm talking about.
So what did your cabinet do when you were government?
Chief Ogunlade too was calling them it's Oye business. Not Oye business, it's Ekiti business.
So your cabinet called the people of your town that they should not vote for this fire show.
It belongs to all of us.
It is very interesting. It is very interesting that
don't give them what they will pass on.
Ekiti is the only homogeneous
state. It belongs to all of us.
It's very interesting.
You can say anything
because you want to rig, we won't let you rig.
All right, that's the final word. Distinguished Senator Ayo Arishe is the senator representing Ekiti North Central Senatorial District of Ekiti State. Is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Privatization. Thank you so much. He's a very critical stakeholder in all of this. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Grateful.
In spite of your reservations, I still appreciate the way it has ended.
Thank you very much.
I'm very, very grateful.
And you did a wonderful job today.
It's not over yet. Let me just thank the others. So Mr. Ayokule Fagbemi is the Executive Director, Center for Peace Building and Socio-Economic Resources Development. He was one of the observers that observed the elections in Ekiti State. You'll be back there in Oye whenever the election holds.
By God's grace.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time too. Chief Emeka Ngige is a senior advocate of Nigeria. It's not every time that we are privileged to have a senior advocate of Nigeria on a program like this. Thank you so much for honoring the invitation. And of course, His Excellency Ayo Fayoshe is the past governor of Ekiti State. He's also a critical stakeholder in this Ekiti saga. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you too.
All right, that's the most we could do today. Where we